Hi there. We are delighted to confirm that the Belfast Office Space and Flexible Workspace Providers Directory has been published. We compiled the directory as the Belfast office space market is entering somewhat of an inflection point. The average leasehold office space deal size has grown, and demand from occupiers for best in class space is increasing, yet development starts have been few and far between, with a relatively low amount of space due to complete in the near future. This imbalance is likely to push headline rents significantly. This, in turn, could attract developers as higher rents will make their appraisals more favorable and could trigger more development starts. In the meantime, occupiers are finding solutions that offer flexibility, good ESG credentials, and often grade A buildings within the flexible office space market. In the first half of 2025, the average traditional office letting deal size was 6,646 square feet, an increase of 7.5% on the previous 6 months. The average had been pushed up by the completion of four deals over 10,000 square feet. It was also observed, as with other major global cities, that the flight to quality remained strong, particularly by larger occupiers. Companies were seeking space that provided excellent environmental, social, and governance, or ESG, credentials, and was energy efficient, ideally with an energy performance certificate or EPC rating of B or above. The demand, therefore, for brand new best in class space was high, as evidenced by new developments such as the UWERT in the Linen Quarter, which was over 80% let by mid 2025. There is, however, a shortage of other new developments in Belfast pipeline other than the headquarters being built by information technology company Kano's. The 12-story, circa 75,000 square foot one Bankmore, located between the Linen Quarter and the Queen's Quarter, is set to complete early 2027 and expected to be Northern Ireland's first BREEAM outstanding building, giving it highly sought after ESG credentials. However, Kano's is building this predominantly for its own use and will be the lead occupier, taking four upper floors, with the remaining space released to the market. In 2025, TransLink sought approval for a 120,000 square foot office building adjacent to Lanyon Place train station. However, this scheme has yet to receive the go ahead. At the end of 2025, overall vacancy rates in Belfast stood at 7%, and those for prime and grade A space were considerably lower. It is predicted that this will create upward pressure on headline rents, which stood at £25.50 per square foot per annum in 2025. It is envisaged that these would increase to £30 per square foot by early 2027. It is expected that this, in turn, will make new schemes more financially viable for developers and encourage starts on new schemes, which will improve the supply of brand new, high quality space in the longer term. We compiled the directory to highlight that there are currently 15 office providers and flexible workspace operators offering immediately available, ready to use business space solutions that are agile alternatives to leased office space. As they are held on flexible contracts, they are easy to both enter and exit, and occupiers also often have the option to change the size of their occupied space during the term. Another advantage of these options is all inclusive pricing and minimal upfront costs as offices are fitted. These plug and play workspace solutions, including private serviced offices, self contained managed office suites, floors, and buildings, fully fitted offices, and co working spaces, are available across 21 buildings in Belfast, many of which are Grade A office buildings. All of the immediately available flexible office space and workspace solutions in Belfast are featured in the directory. We hope that you find it useful. And until next time, take care.